The current cost of living crisis is caused by this government's reckless and irresponsible spending. Canadians cannot afford basic necessities anymore. I recently received emails from people from all over the country telling me that for the first time ever, they could not afford to buy a turkey and even some food items for Thanksgiving dinner. Canadians are suffering, Mr. Speaker. Will this Prime Minister show some compassion on Canadians that are struggling and cancel his plans to triple taxes on gas, home heating, and groceries?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
The supposed preoccupation of Conservatives with the cost of living would be slightly more believable if it wasn't for the fact that they are standing in the way of delivering $500 in extra support to low-income renters between now and Christmas, if they were standing in the way of giving $1,300 in extra access to dental care for families with kids under 12 who need that support. We know that low-income families and middle-income families could greatly benefit from that help. Why are Conservatives not standing up for those families?
The Honourable Member for Haldimand-Norfolk.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister knows that the policies proposed by the Liberals will not reach the majority of Canadian families. Yet Canadians are making immense sacrifices just to get by. People are even rationing food. Amy, a first-time mother in my riding, recently wrote to me in desperation. She was worried about not having the basic necessities to raise and care for her baby. This Prime Minister's obsession with taxes is taking away the ability of average people like Amy to afford basic supplies and keep warm during the winter. When will this Prime Minister stop punishing Canadians and cancel his plan to triple?
Well, Prime Minister.
Our heart goes out to Amy and families like her across the country who are dealing with rising cost of living. But we also know that Amy will now have access to significant savings in childcare for her little one. We know that with our move to get down to $10 a day childcare, to see childcare costs slashed in half across Ontario and indeed across the country will make a huge difference in her ability to afford the other things that are necessary for her family. My question then is, if the Conservatives are so filled with compassion for those families, why are they standing in the way of support for families and even stood in the way of